afternoon. This is RFC Maki here with the latest of my flight reports from Birds of Steel, an online game played on the Xbox 360. This report comes from a brief game I played this weekend. In fact, this isn't even an entire report, but just a small segment of a report, just a quick little dogfight. I was hosting some games this weekend, and I decided to host on the Italian map, flying the MC-202, trying to unlock the medal I get for 50 online kills. I think I had about 47 at this point. And so I'm flying. There's one other player in the game, and so I was looking for him. I enjoy this map because I like the mountain in the background there, the coast. There's a lot of really fun special places you can find if you just fly around this map on free flight. So I'm flying the MC-202. This is a sim mode, and I spot there just above the mountain horizon. You can see off the distance a couple dots. I'm tracking those guys, and I thought I would at least walk you through what happened in this one, because this turned out to be a fairly successful dogfight for me. So I'm tracking a couple dots, which I presume to be enemies, and I spot this guy coming up just on my left, coming up right at me, and I knew that to be the other player. So we go for a head-on, and I raise my nose in order to avoid the collision, and also to throw off his fire. I start my reverse. Hopefully before he does, you can see he's flying a Hurricane, and he's raised up, gone for more of a loop. Does not complete the loop and goes diving down, but you can see I already hit him. Got a little bit of hit his water tank. So he's leaking steam, which is great because that little venting there is going to help me spot him. So he again pulls a vertical maneuver and then drops down in front of me. I try a few more shots and anticipate where he's going, so I'm on the offensive now. I've actually got the advantage. I think the MC-202 has a little bit of an energy advantage in general on the Hurricane, but not so much that it will sort of outrun him entirely. So trying a lot of shots. He's throwing some up and downs. He goes again for a move and drops down. I was blocked by the edge of my canopy, so I couldn't see very well. But I'm staying on him, a couple times having to drop my velocity just not to overtake him. And here he goes up and stalls. And because he's so close, he wasn't in my nose, wasn't in the little cannons there, in my target reticle. But I was actually able to hit him. Now, the replay of this game has added in some stuff that wasn't there in the actual game. I think you probably just saw a parachute where he parachuted out. That did not happen in the game. And right now he's venting flames, which also did not happen in the game. At this point I hit his oil pan and hit his water, so he's venting both the black oil and the white smoke with the white steam. But in the game, he did not have the flames and he had not parachuted out. He's actually still there. Here I'm overtaking him, and rather than slow down too much, I go off to the side, bank up for kind of a yo-yo, and pull down. He pulls a great maneuver where he banks right back into me, and ordinarily would cause me to lose him, except that I can track him via that smoke, which is great. So here I'm trying a reverse, pulling some vertical in the reverse, and here we're setting up for a head-on, and I decided that was not going to be a smart idea for me, so I kind of kept it straight a little bit and thought I could outturn him. I still got a velocity advantage because I had not slowed down. I was still fairly high speed. So again, I pull some vertical, assuming that he can't, and then I use gravity now that I'm up here to help me drop down on him, so I can use reverse, let him go under me. And I lost sight of him for a minute right there, but as you look around, you can actually spot he'll be just below my wing down here, and you can see the trailing of the smoke, and so I have to reverse, but I have the altitude advantage where I can drop down and use my energy to get back down on him. So I don't know if he thinks he's safe at this point or what, but there's the smoke again. I'm creeping up on him, and he's back towards his own airfield. This is an airfield capture, so he's actually towards his airfield. I'm assuming he was going to try to land safely, but so here he's slowed down, hit his flaps, dropped his landing gear down, and I just went ahead and hit it. So not a bad game. Cheers, see you guys later.